I thought I could multitask. Well, since I can, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started. Phenomenal morning. Phenomenal morning. It is presently Tuesday, February 28th, 2023, 7:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a mentally elevated morning experience, episode 42. So before I get started, I might have an interruption. Um, and if I do, it'll only last a couple minutes where there'll be background noise. So I'm going to exit out of the screen if that occurs, you know, do a little commercial break and we'll come right back. But other than that, phenomenal morning. Um, if you have not yet done so, follow me on Twitter at alllove444. I just actually shared a video that is currently live at the present moment with our good friend Uriel Firelight from Uriel Firelight Sacred Tarot Guidance is the name of her YouTube channel. And the name of the video is called Let's Have a Chat. So I just shared it on my Twitter, but she was describing, her experience that she's had with, hacking and, her electronics being hacked, her YouTube account numbers being tampered with, and that subsequently affecting her revenue. And from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing, she's been established on YouTube for quite some time doing what she does so beautifully. Um, but yeah, with that being said, life is already real. We can't afford to be having, people playing with our livelihood, our income and revenue and all that type of stuff. So I trust, hope, and pray that, her sharing her story will be heard by the correct ears in which some things can be done in regards to that. Some of the other details I noticed was that she mentioned she was a Pisces, such as, so am I, Pisces sun sign. And I can say that a lot of what she shared, I could relate to. That's what inspired me to share the video. Um, because she's all the way in Australia. And, I was quite upset with, some of the things that I personally experienced as well as observed throughout the last couple years here in the United States in regards to, the big global event, and the changes that happened subsequently. But yeah, she was talking about how she, wanted to go look for work. She's not against, her hard work. Her resume, that she just ran down reflects that as far as experience and not afraid to work. So with that being said, in Australia, they wanted you to, have at least a few jabs, a few, in order to get a job at certain places. I was like, wow. I heard they were doing things like that in America here, but that many? The hell? Scary, scary times that we're in. Scary, scary times. So for all the people who couldn't afford to stand their ground and move forward and got the jab and got that many, and whoa, what does life look like for those individuals at this time? God bless their souls. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and we're going to go ahead and get right into this energy reading. This is our African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. I just want to get some clear messages for the God from goddesses this morning. If you have not yet done so, go and check out Her Story Newsletter 9. It is available on EmpressBlack.com under Her Story. I encourage you to become a Black Card supporter via Patreon. Pretty Profitable Grooming is what OGs United has evolved into. They said sex sells, so Pretty Profitable Grooming is a little bit more sexy than the more militant OGs United. But understand, the core is the core. All right, we have Tani, Tani, pleasure, number 11. Aunt Nancy, betrayal. And Mami Wata, naked. 11, 20, and 30. Three very, very different energies for sure. And then we have Allah, number 29, grief, on the bottom of the deck. So the message that I'm getting here is we're looking at sadness, grief, disappointment, heartbreak, and the different ways in which it's managed. That's what I'm getting here. Because one thing we know in life, we can't avoid disappointments, heartbreaks, And as I was just listening to our good friend Uriel this morning with her experiences all the way over in Australia, sounding a lot similar to mine here in America, you still have to deal with things the best way that you can and move forward. So some decide to dance through it, create. As a form of healing. Some decide to distribute the hurt that they've received onto others. While some decide to be still, be graceful, be compassionate to oneself and to others in the healing process. All right, so like I said, we might have some background noise. We're going to go ahead and do a little recap so that we don't have the noise in the background, and then we'll come back in a moment and finish this message. Okay. I'll be back. No, I'm good. You good? Yeah. You too. Thank you.
Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. We keep going, never stop, never stop. No matter what they throw at us. And we will never give up, never gonna back down, never gonna let this smile turn to a frown. No stress, never let it show that you're feeling the pressure. Always bounce back, never react, head held high, have courage. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. Get the lights down low and lay back. And this is how we roll. Know that when the job's done, we relax. Lay back, relax. Get the lights down low and lay back. And this is how we roll. Know that when the job's done, we relax. Kick back and chill. Yo, when you're up that and feel it down in your soul, that you need to let it go, let it go, let it go and relax. No matter what they throw at us. And we will never give up, never gonna back down, never gonna let this smile turn to a frown. No stress, never let it show that you're feeling the pressure. Always bounce back, never react, head held high, have courage. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. Get the lights down low and lay back. And this is how we roll. Know that when the job's done, we relax. Lay back, relax. Get the lights down low and lay back. And this is how we roll. Know that when the job's done, we relax. Kick back and chill. Yo, when you're up that and feel it down in your soul, that you need to let it go, let it go, let it go and relax. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. How we do it, they asking how we do it. Push on, man, best foot to it. There's nothing else to it. No shortcuts, no ifs, no buts, and yeah. Rise up, I've been through it myself. It's tough, and come on, you can't do it. Don't do it for the profit though, chase that love. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. Lay back, relax. Get the lights low and lay back. And this is how we roll. Know that when the job's done, we relax. Lay back, relax. Get the lights down low and lay back. And this is how we roll. Know that when the job's done, we relax. Kick back and chill. Yo, when you're up that and feel it down in your soul, that you need to let it go, let it go, let it go and relax. Lay back, relax. Keep it going till the sun comes up then. Lay back, relax. Keep it going till the sun comes up.
All right, so we are back. You know, one thing about me that I'm grateful about myself is, life has taught me very well the art of transmuting negative energy into something positive. While we had this on hold, we had this little break, and I was sharing the behind the scenes of Pretty Profitable Grooming, and a little break that I took at work to get some light physical exercise accompanied with, mental exercise. You can't see the mind exercise part, but they definitely go hand in hand. So, when I'm working during the work day, I don't want to be sweating too much, but a weight training, yoga, martial arts, Pilates type of movement really helps one with grounding their energy, with releasing stress, tension, negative energy. Because the thing is, what we're getting here with this center energy of betrayal from Aunt Nancy, this spider here, where we picked this energy before we went on break. This comes in many different forms, and unfortunately, it comes from we getting feminine energy here. We're talking to our goddesses, because if we're gonna repair the issues, we have to deal with the mother of life. The woman, that brings life into this world, who can either nurture it or harm it, whatever they touch, including their offspring. So, or those that they may be responsible for. And a lot is being triggered, right now, as far as real life, things that I've dealt with in my personal family affairs, friendships, in the workplace, with dealing with men who clearly have unhealed mommy issues, and bring that to work, and I've had to deal with it. So that could be a real thing too. But you know when people need to do some healing, it shows up as misery loves company. So we want to make sure that we are mindful of what we putting out, and we're also mindful of what we allow to affect us, from other people and whatever they have going on that they may not be addressing in the manner in which they should. Mami Wata, number 30. I'm going to read this energy because it's most definitely in alignment. This is Pisces season, and we have our Pisces that are, speaking. This is the goddess of emotional nakedness. I believe it was yesterday's reading in which I titled it, This is Love. We had all the kings present except for the King of Cups. And I was saying how the cup energy was most definitely showing the need for some emotional cleansing. And here we go today with that emotional cleansing from the feminine energy. All right, so the temple is the Grayats. The element is water. Mami Wata and her sisters live in the Akoba River in Benin City, Nigeria. But the ancient mermaid goddess is her own global pantheon. Mami Wata influences emotions and gifts her followers with clairvoyance and healing powers. Mami Wata's guidance, hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Embodiment. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without without people pleasing. Speak your truth, share your story, cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others. Become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. The Goddess Declaration: I have the courage to be vulnerable. Okay. Elemental. All right. We're going to get a message from our Elemental Goddess Tarot deck. We have justice. Justice was most definitely the outcome for yesterday's reading with our Mahogany Tarot deck, I believe. Yes. So, with that being our starting energy here, this is most definitely Maya energy in the building. Even though we're at a different workspace, you know, Maya is still present. Okay. We have the Six of Water, the Six of Cups, some reciprocal energy again, reciprocity, balancing, Seven of Water, Seven of Cups. The King of Cups made his presence known today. The Two of Wands, the King of Wands, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Emperor, and the Six of Pentacles. This message is going hard body already. With the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right, so I did say this was a divine love reading, soulmate twin flame. So that makes sense for sure. All right, so as divine feminine begins to heal, she becomes more attractive energetically. So we're getting multiple options here. We have a King of Wands, which is the King of Fire, and the King of Cups, which is the King of Water here. And the Ace of Cups, crowned by the Seven of Cups, shows that there may have been some confusion, lack of clarity around some feelings. Which way do I go? What's the better option? Which commitment or relationship is going to support me in staying in alignment with my higher love, your higher self, the divine. Because everybody has a definition of or idea or understanding of what love is. And in many cases that is due to whatever they learned, what they saw growing up. Whether or not Disney taught them what love was, they lived in a household in which, the parents taught them what love was, or, you know, life experience, heartbreak and experiencing, intimate connections in which love was there or not. We learn different ways. Some people read and study, love. Read about, and study love. So, yeah, it's important to get to know yourself and get to know whoever you're considering being in an intimate, loving connection with, to make sure that you are a match. So that there's no need of existing in grief, betraying yourself, being miserable, and, putting that energy out into the world. We got the King of Cups, the King of Fire, the King of Wands with the Emperor. I'm sitting here really acting like I don't see this Emperor here. I did say yesterday that go back and check out yesterday's reading, a mentally elevated episode 40. This is love. I specifically said that we needed some type of emotional cleansing here, and that's most definitely what this is. The King of Wands needed the emotional cleansing, it looks like, to be able to see where balance needs to be brought into a particular situation, a particular relationship, a commitment. That was divinely designed. So once the King of Wands allowed that emotional cleansing, tapped into his divine masculine, energy, he becomes the Emperor. So it's backwards. People think in many cases, an empress, becomes an empress once she marries or, unite with an emperor. But the truth is, when it comes to this level of love, commitment, engagement, an empress is an empress in her own right because she's done the work internally. She has grounded herself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You know, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Water, Queen of Pentacles, financially as well. And the same thing with an Emperor. They have done the work individually, and that's why, they're able to recognize one another energetically. They're able to see one another. And unite in love. For me personally, a long time ago, I decided that, I don't got time to be playing with nobody because I don't want nobody playing with me. So rather than, playing this little girlfriend, boyfriend, running around, we dating and knowing this shit ain't going nowhere, but we could just waste each other's time because we ain't got nothing else better to do. That's never been me in my life. I wish things could be different. I want to tell you how I feel. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So this sounds like divine masculine is what I'm getting, because that's most definitely who is here. The grief that they experience from not making the best decisions around love is what helped them to evolve, mature, and grow. And that makes the maturity and growth authentic and everlasting because they have the experience, the memory their errors and the outcome of those mistakes in matters of the heart, whether that be giving too much of oneself, period, or given to the wrong situations that are unrequited, um, that are never going to reciprocate the love because that's not what they do. You have givers and takers are going to take as much as you give, period. With the King of Cups, this is someone who naturally wears their heart on their sleeve. And so they get that experience in hurt or disappointment, in which, sometimes turns them into a King of Swords. This is an Emperor, but he has his, sword up. So that made me think of the King of Swords. And, there's an ice box where his heart used to be. His heart is frozen, it's on ice. And he like, So with this King of Fire, the Wand's energy as an emperor, he has to have um, the pentacles, the swords, the water and the wands, the creative energy, the emotional intelligence and stability, the resources with the pentacles, and the mental strength and power with the swords. That's an emperor. So the emperor can embody the king of water or the king of fire or the king of pentacles or the king of swords, even though they're not here, just, giving the examples. But the emperor can tap into any of those energies when need be. So, the king of wands is thawing out his heart and taking responsibility for his mistakes. It was my fault, but I blamed you. An emotional cleansing provides a increase in emotional intelligence. Every time one ascends, where they pass a spiritual test and evolve, that helps them in the area of their divine assets, I want to say. Their divine accessibility to different gifts, abilities, skills. That's what ascension does. So, fasting, a water fast, I'm hearing going to like a sauna, get a good sweat, purifying, detoxing your skin, um, beach water, salt water heals. I'm hearing a baptismal, if that resonates, something like that. All of that will help you find balance, you know, help you in the realm of spiritual justice. So, anybody who might have had any type of negative energy or, sending anything towards you to block you from evolving, growing, ascending, anybody that was doing any type of work like that, um, intentionally or not, you'll be protected from it. That's what I'm hearing. So I want to tell you how I feel. That means, some communication could be coming through. Someone just wanted to make sure that they got their words correct the first time in their communication. With the Three of Earth, the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, um, this gives me contracts, unions, partnerships aligning that are going to be victorious with the Six of Wands underneath that. Yeah, I wish I could take back my words. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So this might be the divine feminine's, you know, thought process at the time, regretting something that might have been said that might have hurt, you know, this connection in some way, somehow. So, yeah. And I'm hearing that it was unintentional. Yeah. So, what this did was allow, someone to learn how to communicate and express themselves better, making sure that they mean what they say and they're not going to be unnecessarily offending, a person that they say that they love. Yeah, there's a lot of wanting to communicate. I wish I could communicate energy. So that's what's coming up here. Some communication, clear and direct, mature communication. That's going to bring balance. That's going to bring clarity, mind, body, and spirit. Okay. All right. That is today's reading. If you need a personal reading, I'm currently doing a special, for those readings. I'm trying to pull it up on the screen really quick before we get out of here. This here is the Hidden Truth recorded tarot reading for $55. You can purchase this for a limited time only. Click on it to find the details. Each reading I like to share which deck that I'm using. So if you want to check out some of my old readings, you can, see which images or which messages, which translations, resonate with your energy best. And you can select, which deck you would like for me to use for your personal reading. I'll close out your message with an oracle message. Pick which deck you would like for me to use, your name or alias. I don't mind. Just it helps me to connect with your energy and your birthday or astrological sign. And I'll be emailing you a private link, once I complete your reading, which will be done as soon as possible. I have this set up for a limited time offer because I don't want to overwhelm myself with taking on more than I can chew. So, take advantage of it, while there's a limited time. If you weren't aware, I also offer, a recorded in depth energy reading here. So, this one is a little bit more in depth, give you a little bit more insight, and it comes with a little bit more support. So check that out to see if that's something that resonates with you. Shop Black, beautiful looks always created kindly to support the growth and evolution of our brand, our business ministry, and all the great things that we're looking to continue doing here. All right? Become a Black Card supporter and gain access to our Her Story newsletter. Get updates and notifications via Patreon, Pretty Profitable Grooming. Gain access to our private group and collect Black Bucks reward points to get free products, save on our ticketed events, as well as our products when you shop Black. Schedule online, book your appointments for natural hair care services, locks, twists, braids, and you know, all that good stuff. Okay. So if you want to get an update on the system or you want to get plugged into the system as a beauty professional, please contact me here with the Let's Chat box. If you are local, schedule some time to come in and sit down with me to have a discussion as to how we could potentially work, grow, and evolve together. Because I am most definitely transitioning from behind the chair full time, and I'm looking to help some other people eat and eat good. Okay, so the event here that we have coming up is on Monday, March 6th, to jump off my birthday week, and that is a Look and Learn Live Coils Starter Locks edition. You can purchase, your donation-based ticket here, or you can get it directly on Empress Black Network at empressblack.com on our homepage. And if you select that option, you'll be able to donate more than $5 if you want to. And you'll also be able to sponsor someone else if you would like to. Um, there's also an opportunity to take advantage of a free trial for becoming a Black Card supporter and gaining access to this limited seating event. All right, that's all. Let me go ahead and get started with the next part of my day. Everything is updated on our Pretty Profitable Grooming, Pretty Profitable Grooming podcast platform, as well as the Experience Black Network, which you can find on the OG Lounge. So I'm going to get caught up today with, all the Savior's Day events that I missed and lecture parts of the lecture and some good stuff here, that I selected that I want to personally check out. So I'm going to be doing that today. And you can too by visiting empressblack.com. Have a phenomenal day. Peace and love.